This is the drive home with
Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home. Driving home from the New York Stadium or the new Rotherham United Stadium? Whatever. Where it finished. Rotherham United 2.
Millwall unbelievably 1.
It's not unbelievable. We said before the game we're probably going to bloody lose. And I normally try, do you know what? I've been driving for about 45 minutes. I'm trying to calm myself down, but I'm absolutely fuming with that performance. It's a team that have got no confidence, the bottom of the table, they've not scored in 5. And we just looked like we had no idea how to go and play against them. It was embarrassing from start to finish. There's no getting around it. You know, sometimes I try and be calm, I try and be positive, but that's just crap. And then to try and make subs to try and win the game when they score, it's ridiculous. If you feel like you want to win the game, well then those players should be starting. Mayer should be starting. SA should be starting. Norton Cuffy should be starting. I don't understand. We concede a goal and then we go, oh, we'll try and get back into this and we'll try and score a goal. That's what we should have been doing from the start of the game. Yes, listen, their goalkeeper's man of the match. He's pulled off a couple of worldy saves, but we just did not do enough. And certainly that first half was absolutely woeful. From, you know, like I said, from start to finish in that first half, absolutely dreadful. Anyway, I hope you liked the question and answer session. You know, something a little bit whilst we were positive driving up. Really appreciate the comments on that and the likes. Obviously, if you stick a like on the video, shows that you like what we're doing. Obviously, you're not going to like the fact that too much of what we've got to say. And get yourself subscribed to the Millwall Drive Home, so we really appreciate that. Obviously, we made 2 changes from the Good Friday performance against West Brom. We've got Sarkic in goal, a back 4 of Murray Wallace was left back, right back was Ryan Leonard. You had Japhet Tanganga and Jay Cooper as the 2 centre backs. Midfield, Denor comes in, partners Saville. You had Honeyman and Watmore as your wide players, Fleming in behind Obafemi. People clamouring for Denor. We don't like Mitchell. Clamouring for Denor. Denor he couldn't play a pass in the first half. Honestly,
he couldn't have the ball at his feet.
It's all well and good people saying, well, Billy Mitchell passes back. Well, he might pass back more often than he passes forward, but at least we keep the bloody ball. Denor was giving away the ball for time and time again. But,
and when Billy Mitchell has the ball going forward, he's dangerous.
Obviously,
he can pass it. He can pass the ball through. But Denor was he did nothing on the ball today. He did not look lively in the first half, anyway.
Listen, maybe he was trying too hard after not being in the team. He looked like a player that hadn't been playing for a little while. So, like I said, it's a game where we should be taking. I get it. West Brom, even at home, Southampton away. I get it. You're playing against good teams. You want to set up shop, make yourself difficult to beat, and then try and nick a goal if you can. But against Rotherham, who looked, like I said, completely shot of confidence, and they made so many mistakes, to not dictate and take the game to them is not acceptable. Listen, we deserve to come away with nothing. If you set up with that mindset against a team that's struggling, you
that
deserve...
have won 3 games. They've won 3 games all season before today. It's absolutely... It's shocking from
I can't really remember
Harris.
many chances from either side in the first half. Do you really remember any?
Fleming hit a good shot that was very well saved from Johansson.
Oh, is that the one where I thought he was going to hit the post? Yeah, it was outside the box. He had a bit of space, Fleming, and he's curled it towards the right side of the goal, and Johansson's made a good save. I wasn't sure if he was going to hit the post or go wide anyway, but that was pretty much all we did in the first half. Eves was causing us a load of trouble. Obviously, you hope the referee takes control of it, because he's grabbing Cooper all over the place and Tanganga. But that's what you got to get in a battle. You got to get in. Rotherham are still fighting for their lives. They're still mathematically, have the opportunity to stay in the division. It's very, very, very unlikely, because they're not going to play against teams with as lack of cutting edge as we are. Every single week, so I expect them to be relegated in the next couple of days, but the next couple of games. Sorry. We're going at half time, like you said. The mood around the stand was, we took 9. Listen, for Millwall to take 919 to Rotherham is a pretty decent turnout, especially on a good on an Easter Monday. and you know, the atmosphere in the away end at half time was very, you know, disappointed, negative. It was, you know, we wanted to go and take the game to them, and to be fair, I think we did, but mainly because Rotherham sat back a little bit more in the second half than it did in the first half. We've created a few great chances, mainly from set pieces, balls into the box. Fleming, you know, doing well, running at them in the centre of midfield. He didn't do it enough, but when he did, you know, they were forced to rugby tackle him and pick up yellow cards. Like I said, the two balls to the back post where Fleming's got a chance, and one Johansson makes another good save, and the other one
it's cleared off the line, but I don't know if it was going in. No. It was a very acrobatic,
clearance,
kind of like scissor kick type finish.
And then, you know, best chance of the half falls from a corner. I think it was Honeyman that took the corner. Tanganga's completely unmarked, 6 yards out, headers the ball down, and to be fair, it's a good save. But
because he's done well to react to it.
But Tanganga's messed it up.
He's got a score. He has an open header, 6 yard box, middle of the goal with the whole right side of the goal to aim at, and he's just completely
headed it straight at the goalkeeper, basically. And then they go down the other end. They have, to be fair, have a corner themselves where they should take the lead, an identical chance, and their lad puts it over the bar. And then some poor defending from us out wide. Danny McNamara gives the player too much time to cut in, and he takes a shot. It's a kind of a hopeful curled shot from the right into the bottom left-hand corner. Sarkic can't make it, puts them 1-0 up. But like I said, a team that hasn't scored for 5 games, and they go 1-0 up, and you think, bloody hell, we're gonna. It's not surprising, because it is very much the Millwall way to do that kind of thing. But when it's happening in front of you after travelling up over the country, it's very, very, very annoying. They go 1-0 up. To be fair, we push forward as you would expect. Some substitutions are made. We create more chances. The goal comes from, my least favourite Millwall player, but to be fair, he gets on the end of it just after a chance where Saville puts it towards goal, and somehow, Johansson saved it again. I think this time it might have been from Fleming again. But another corner into the box, so it might even have been a throw-in, to be fair. And it's flicked on, it drops to Cooper. Cooper takes a shot. I think it hits our own player, and then bounces up to Leonard Longman, who puts it, kind of scrambles it into the back of the net to make it 1-1. And then you want us to go and win the game, and we should be going to try and win that game. And
we did try and win the game, just we didn't put enough effort.
Lack of quality, lack of, basically a lack of quality. The deliveries into the box weren't good enough. They were easy enough to deal with. And then Rotherham go and nick it at the other end, across again, probably not defended well enough on their right side. It's crossed into the box. The Rotherham player pushes Tanganga 2 hands out of the way. You'd hope Tanganga's stronger. Normally that's given as a foul, but like I said, the referee's had an absolute mare today. He's pushed Tanganga out of the way, and he's kind of black flicked, headed towards goal, and he's put them 2-1 up. And even then, we should have probably scored in injury time. A penalty shout for handball. The ref said it hit his hand, but it was too close to his body. A few scrambled chances, scrambled away, but again, we did not make the keeper make enough saves all the way through the lineup. Not enough energy, not enough desire to go and take. If we win today, we're 7 points clear from the drop. You're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Now, 4 points away, Huddersfield in the bottom 3, and we go to Huddersfield next week. And
isn't it 5?
No, it's 4. So if Huddersfield win the game, all of a sudden, we're right back in it with Leicester at home as our next game after that. So it's just very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I'm sure Harris and the players will probably point to the keeper being man of the match, but that doesn't tell the story of the match. It doesn't show what we should have been doing in that game. And I'm extremely frustrated, very, very frustrated, if you can't tell already. And I don't like being, like I said, I don't like being negative. I try to be one of the most positive people around, certainly when it comes to Millwall. But I felt like we were going to struggle today because of the difficulty of us taking the game to teams, and it transpired that way. Have you got any comments?
That was a very Harris-esque esque performance off the back of very good performances against the likes of Leeds, West Brom. I know we did lose against Leeds, but the people that I've talked to about it have not had anything bad to say about it. We've played well against the teams that we need, that we don't need to play well against. As in, they're in the bottom, we're scrapping. But we show up to teams at the bottom and we don't do anything.
Yeah, it was not good enough today. Who's your man of the match?
Leonard put in a good performance, but I'd say probably Ian Fleming. He put in a good performance, put his body about, won a couple aerial duels, and put a couple shots in. He was pretty lively.
Right. Potentially, you could say Ian was the best of a bad bunch. You know, Sarkic, maybe you're looking at, he's conceded 2 very cheap goals. But yeah, maybe Ian Fleming for man of the match. It's very difficult. The unanimous decision was their goalkeeper for the saves that he did have to make. But now we're not going to Huddersfield away either, and you know, we weren't going before today. But you can really see why you don't want to go. With Zac's birthday coming up, we've still got about 2.5 hours left of this drive down the A1. Stick your comments in below. What do you think? It's very difficult to be positive after a game like that. Very, very difficult. But we'll try and get ourselves up. Like I said, the next time you'll see us will be Leicester at home, which is a very difficult, very, very difficult game. We'll have to be flipping 20 times better than what we were today. But I've got nothing else to say. You got anything else to say?
We've got to show up against Leicester and Huddersfield, otherwise we are massively in trouble.
Very much so. Thank you very much for watching the Mill Drive Home. There's only one way we can end it. No one likes us.
We don't care.